I want to ask you a question. Do you know what doxed means? Well, doxed is a new English slang word that's used in social English, and you will find out what it means and how to use it on today's Social English Snacks Edition. Let's get started.
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。Are you ready, Percy? Let's go.
Hey, Hikari. Yes, I am ready for another awesome episode of the Social English Podcast. Yokuso, yokuso. Welcome, everyone. Arigato. Thank you for showing up here. Konnichiwa. And for my Chinese, Korean, and Spanish listeners, welcome. This is the Social English Podcast. Percy here again for another new episode on the Social English Podcast. What I do here for you is I help you to learn real social English used in conversational social settings and social situations. Okay, so what do we have here today? We have another Social English Snacks Edition. And in Social English Snacks Editions, what we do is we go ahead and give you a new English slang word or phrase. Don't worry if you are new to learning English. Just play this episode slowly. Okay, or on a slow speed. Well, the Social English Snacks phrase for today is not even a phrase. It's a word, doxed. So, let me ask you one more time. Do you know what doxed means?
今日はクイズをしましょう。この単語を英語で理解できるかどうかをテストする準備はできていますか？今日、私たちは別のこれはどういう意味ですか？エピソード。今日、私たちは現代の本物の話し言葉の英語で使われている単語やフレーズを教えます。エピソードの終わりまで聞いてください。あなたは今日あなたが学んだことに驚くでしょう。始めましょ
う。Okay, so thank you, Ko. My buddy Ko there, my Japanese friend. He's letting you know about what these episodes are about. In English, this is just a quiz. What does doxed mean? So, doxed is a new English word from the YouTube generation. So, it is new. No YouTube, no doxed. Doxed happened because of the internet and YouTube. Doxed came about in probably 2012 to 2014. So, it is a new English slang word, and you are lucky to hear it today. So, what does doxed mean? Doxed is a slang word. The meaning is some person uses the internet to find your home or address or information about you. Usually, dox is used to talk about celebrities, YouTubers, Instagram famous people, and things like that. Doxed is not really used talking about maybe your friend, because doxed isn't about that. Doxed is more talking about those people. So you will not hear doxed used by your friends, but to talk about other people. Okay? So here is the word doxed in a sentence, a simple, easy sentence. Okay? I want you to think two friends, Mike and John. Mike is asking John a question. Two friends, they are in college and they are at the bar. Okay, here we go. Hey, Mike. Yeah, what's going on, John? Did you hear about Mr. Beast? No, what happened? Man, he just got doxed. They showed his address and everything about him on Google. So, what that is saying, what Mike and John are saying to each other, is that the famous YouTuber, Mr. Beast, some person found his information. And when they found his information, they put his home address on the internet. So it is easy for anybody to find it. Okay? So that is the simple, basic meaning of what doxed means. Okay? One more time. Doxed. It's spelled D-O-X-X-E-D. To get doxed. He was doxed. It's a verb. A verb. And it means someone finds your secret personal information and they put it on the internet. That's what doxed means. Okay, so now that you know what doxed means, learn some more social English by listening to more examples. Think about doxed, how I explained it, and listen to these examples.
What is your experience, both good and bad? Have you been trolled? Have you been doxed? Have you been, harmed by social media personally? And
emails and tweets, and that their personal information was doxed. And regarding getting pressed over some of his supporters, we saw Bernie say,
we have over 10 points
down, this in part because someone had doxed her home address. Rand then reportedly sending her another email reading that she'd be in violation of a
crimes today that might only lose you a few friends or get you doxed or ghosted or deleted on social media. Yep, in the Middle Ages, it was a crime to speak out, to argue a lot, to resulting in the authoritarian babe magnet's home and construction company getting doxed. Why she would call him out by name if she's making things up anyway is never really addressed.
Reporter who, after being, big quotes, doxed, claimed that her house was egged by posting literally the first photo that shows up when you Google house egged and then deleting it, is actually being used as the factual justification behind this entire bill.
And those were some examples from other people using Doxxed.
この章を気に入っていただけたら5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。
Okay, everybody, for your action item for today's episode, I want you to try to use Doxxed in your own sentence. Okay? 自分の sentence. Okay? You try to use Doxxed. Use Doxxed in an interesting way to tell an interesting story to someone. Okay? Maybe about your favorite celebrity, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite talento in Japan, or something like that. But the point is, I want you to tell this to a friend who's also studying English and practicing English just like you. Okay? So practice that with them, and you can also practice that in the mirror by yourself. Practice that and get better at your real social English. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the next episode. Please do me a favor, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me today one more time. And I'd like to see you in our next episode. It's coming out soon. I can't wait to bring it to you. Peace and love. Hikari, take us out.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.